Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Denver Broncos. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, the first Super Bowl of the new decade. Super Bowl 54 is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading the charge is the UCF product who hails from right there in the Orlando area in Altamont Springs, Blake Bortles.
And you can see why he was the number 3 pick when he came out in the NFL draft. 6'5", sturdy guy, strong arm, led his UCF team to a big bowl victory over Baylor, and runs the ball way better than he's ever given credit for.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in the power. You've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders.
Dalvin Tomlinson with the stop. Set the tone on the first play of the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Lewis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
We had some problems with James
White.
White last
9
week.
yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball.
There's a little CT.
Second down.
Little fucking CT for your ass.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete.
Go ahead, give him a gander at the whole Lions defense. Historic unit right here. 148 points allowed in 16 games, 55 interceptions.
Defensive coordinator, because you asked the question that set him off. And all you said was, so what improvement do you need to see this week, Coach?
Ripley's Believe It or Not, eye-popping numbers out here.
Turnovers, you got to create them. Got so animated, jumped up in our meeting. It was fun to watch.
Somehow I always upset a coordinator in those meetings. Yeah. But they like you. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there.
A safe man punt return here.
Like the script,
the Giants tried a fake field goal last game. First time I've ever seen it. Ever.
Send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
Had a mini stroke.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
No Saquon, he got to lead the way.
In the NFL, especially in the physical category. If you have the idea that he's one of those rah-rah,
time to be great,
spit and fire guys, he's not that at all. But he has a will to win that really the team picks up on, and they can't wait to follow him into victory.
And they'll run it here. And he's not going anywhere to start.
Ah, man. It's a dude with one hand.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
To throw on second is Watson. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught.
No scare.
Pick up there of 20 yards.
Had to catch that myself, you feel me?
Well, from
that big tight end body, box him out, grab the rebound.
The corner route is extremely
first down Lions.
Defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot.
SuperBowl, gotta make plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, we check the start.
Look at this fucking defense. Look at this D. They're loaded. Absolutely loaded.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance. Did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
What a ball club.
They definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
I had to grind one out against them. Week 3. It was ugly.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
You go boy.
He goes for 18.
Your night tonight. 4th round, pick 32 selection out of Cal. Now's the quick development trait.
Could be a long night defensively.
After a stellar rookie campaign.
They are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins, and he's taken down
off the practice squad.
12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
Woo!
Another big hitter.
What a ball club.
For 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right
This
now.
dude wants 660K to come back and just get it about 30 times a year and score about 8 touchdowns.
You go through your offensive script.
This is what you call Zach Crockett, ladies and gentlemen.
Stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
I might need a snapshot of that right there. Yeah, you know what? You only get 5 of these things. I never use them. You gotta get it here. Guess 3 snaps.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal.
Walk them up.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
Anyone watching this video, y'all gotta check out the Diesel Gaming Network.
Other teams I script to attack.
Die-hard franchise guy. We've been in a few franchises together. We ball.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now.
You like John Madden, old school franchise, realistic ball.
So that winds up a 7-play drive.
We're gonna crank it up to all Madden next season.
By a touchdown for the Lions. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27.
Itching for the competition.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
Charles Davis has been at every one of my games so far. I'll tell you all about it.
Moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He knows the lurk on Blake Bertles coming soon.
They'll start things on first down.
Look at big John Hankins. I'm pleased with that guy. I don't care what the stats say. Guy plugs the middle.
Be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Bortles. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down
Dion Lewis hurt.
at the 38-yard line.
Brings in Nick Chubb, though. We all know he can light it up real quick. I like that guy. Nick Chubb out of Georgia.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Absolutely, man.
First carry for Nick Chubb.
We play them all too. I'm just got Madden fever right now.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Banged out season 2 here in about 2 weeks.
Runs to the edge. We think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game.
We're gonna experiment in the preseason with all Madden, see if we can get the right timing. I'm sharing the game with you right now, sharing greatness. Drippy. Subscribe to the greatness.
And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's
all
got to
your
be able
tricks.
to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to find Hill here.
Josh Hill.
Catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can.
I'm playing the most important game of my virtual career, and you're asking me about sharing the game with you right now, man.
Moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10.
Love it.
36.
Oh, yeah, drop your mixtape link in there too while you're at it.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
That's what I get for talking shit.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult
How the hell does he get that all?
If you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after
Blake
the catch,
Bortles.
a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll
Look
go
at
deep.
Blake Bortles.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It'll be a 9-yard gain that
No
time.
problem, Drippy. I was only kidding.
The final play of this 1st quarter.
Except if you do have a mixtape link, I'll check it out.
Here in the Super Bowl. It's a close game here early on. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
Broncos coming out.
Large butt facing
Hell of a
a
drive.
3rd down here.
I can't stop. Sending the dogs. They're going 5 wide. Just throw a little curl.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Good play.
He is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score.
That's a rookie phenom.
Extra point away from tying the football game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And they finally get to him, but not before
about to supercharge his spin move on his ass.
To the 46-yard line.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Old school football for your ass.
And just shy of the 40.
You go out and draft the best fullback the game has to offer, the old fantasy draft.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right.
A little bit of that West Coast goodness.
On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Oh, that's my pop. We can get that block. Watch this fullback here. See if he pays dividends.
Now they'll
totally fuck that play up.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage.
I knew that was going to happen as soon as I called him out.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Now he's out of the game. That's when you go to the old Sprized.
To the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Watson now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Pick up some yards.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31.
Forgot what the slide button was, apparently.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick
all you can do is laugh after that.
Take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option of taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh, snatch that, boy.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, now Bortles.
Look at that seed. Unbelievable.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Bortles to throw. Shaheen, the tight end. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Nobody can cover that guy.
Josh Hill from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays.
Exactly how I envisioned this.
He just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Spins past it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. On third down, it's Frazier. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and throw him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bortles now on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Dumps it off to Lewis. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is third and 10. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Out of the gun, Watson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. from the gun. Here's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room.
Look at that. Killian Frazier, 4th round rookie out of Cal Berkeley. Filling in for the injured Saquon Barkley.
The Lions are in for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to loft it into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Oh, you get touched.
With a pick, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
What
in
a
the game you're
halftime
watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We will take this one all the way
the X-tackle on me.
Bastard.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. This will be caught about the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter.
Got steal in the drive.
Touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun
Checked
one to
out
watch,
McKinnon
wasn't
for a
it?
first-round pick.
Seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield. Very sharp, too.
Be the right move.
Play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good.
Defense got to seal it here.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Kick that about 46%. Is going to go out and back of the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as
Morton
they head
Anderson
back
days
out
are
there
over.
for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Horrible.
It's easy to see when we review
Decisive.
this, the ball
Looking
needs to
like
come
Drew
out
Brees
quicker,
back.
because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And
That sent a
play got
little
knocked away there.
exotic blitz at this fool.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Watch this. You go full.
Now Lewis. And he
Bottom
is
up.
met at the line of scrimmage,
Aquafina.
and he goes down right there.
Got the drip.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Going deep here for Allen. This is intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Well, that guy does make plays in the slot.
So out now come the Lions. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Richmond.
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson.
He's wide.
By the Broncos, it's a sack. The son Reddick in there again for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
John Hankins putting a hurt in him. That's what you do. Dion Lewis running the ISO.
He said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and 9 now from the 21. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get about 6 up to the
put Dion Lewis back in.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense.
Nick Chubb will run through the whole team. I've seen it.
But you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Walk up on these fools.
From the gun on third down, Bortles over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete.
Right in there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves a chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Nowhere to escape.
Made that play. Look at John Hankins getting a sack. I don't know if he has a sack all year.
Continuing to fight downfield, the big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Broncos on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Bortles. Drops it off for Chubb.
Tease Tabor.
Be brought down shy of the 40 at the
Grew
38
grinder
yard
right
line.
there.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You want a hard-nosed ball player on your Madden franchise, go get Tease Tabor.
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on
That's
is
your
your back
nickel
to
or
use his
dimer.
legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down.
Get away.
In this case, it didn't happen.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just
Dude,
outside
pull a hammy or
on
what?
the 30-yard line.
9-mile-per-hour wind ain't that
It's the
power.
Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last
Hell's
time they
going
had
on
the
out
ball,
here?
but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field
Trying to
position
win a
game.
Lombardi. That's
You are
what's
to
going
an
on here,
extent,
Vince.
especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game.
Oh,
But
come
why
on,
put
Frazier.
them in a
You better
tougher
be
spot?
MVP if you hit this.
You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
You better be
Now they'll run it
MVP.
on the toss.
Oh!
And able to get this one across the
Gonna be down
45
dance with the
before it's
stars.
brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid. And
Just
watching
became a 76
USC.
overall.
Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. 1 quarter remains. games here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to get it running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
About to get franchise tag.
No question about it.
It'll be a steal.
On his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Yeah, we got ourselves a stable Barkley and him in the backfield next year.
The extra point winds up successful. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Everyone watching, thank you. Thank you for the subscription.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
There'll be a lot more John Madden football coming up. Got the fever right now.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Bortles. Escaping the pressure right.
Better get down.
The contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He is going to find Hill here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Bortles now on first down. That is incomplete. He was looking for Alfred Morris that time. And now it's second down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, give me that.
Incomplete.
Come on, Chandler.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Bortles to throw once more. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Bortles, got to have this one. And Allen's got it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And that's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 29 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball...
One time you go for a swat instead of a pick.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like... Yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Time for a break.
That block shot, that shit looks so good coming up the line.
After this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now it's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no, it doesn't get there.
Unbelievable.
The crossbar,
9-mile-per-hour wind is that?
He had it online, but it comes up
Powerful.
about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
To throw is Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Bortles now to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now Bortles. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
By Kyler.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. he is going to lose yardage here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Jesus Christ.
It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on fourth down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football.
So he's going to break a little quicker
than that. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw.
God damn it.
Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up when the ball gets to the receiver. Moment of truth, knock it away.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Back to throw, Bortles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Finding some room at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Sorry, Hagby, but you got yourself a trophy. Get yourself a ring. And some CTE on the side, but it's all good. Sat down with some champagne.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the
World
offseason, the workouts,
champs.
training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now
by 10 the first time, closest margin of victory all year.
All off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Shedding a virtual tear right now. Roll the credits. That game better saved. I'm gonna be pissed. This video is gonna go viral if they didn't count that game. Oh, they're killing me. Why? They're lucky. A couple upgrades in the year. Get Nielsen. See what you got in camp, buddy. It'll be tough to crack the roster. Punter stepping on up. The accuracy up, boy. I hit him with a +2 awareness. Couldn't even give him the accuracy. The man, the myth, the legend. The guy's dislocated elbow still gets an upgrade. Power to that fucking horse. Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed. Oh my, they're killing me. What the hell's going on out here, Jimmy D? What's up with these fucking whack-ass servers? I'm trying to make decisions right now. These servers acting real sketchy, dude. How do you see who's available? Tell me them whack-ass servers just came back in. Alright, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the subscriptions, the love. All paid off. We're going to hit the off-season tomorrow night. Have it all on video. Check it out. Season 3 is coming. Gonna hit the draft tomorrow night. Free agency. Cover all that stuff. Play some preseason ball. The new all Madden sliders. So looking forward to it. Signing off. DZ the GOAT.